Okay, so welcome guys. In today's video, I'll be analyzing the JPY to say JPY basket. So the reason why I'm analyzing the JPY basket is for you now to bring any other pair you want to any other currency you want to pair with it then trade. So to make it easy, so we won't go all over analyzing the GBP, USD, GJ, all of it. So we won't be doing that. Let's just analyze the JPYX, then see what's going to happen. Then I'll show you briefly on the DXY also what the DXY is doing, because the DXY mostly impacts the whole or the general market here, which we all know. So this is the JPYX. If I say JPYX, you should know that's the Japanese yen currency, the index. So this is what's happening on the index. You can see we have been downtrending from here. This is the daily time frame, and we see this uptrend here. We see this zone, a kind of like a strong support resistance zone. That's the strong resistance zone to say. This particular zone is a strong resistance zone. From this zone, you can see from this point here, the market have not closed, no candle have closed above that particular resistance resistance zone. So we can see whenever the price taps in there, it falls back, taps in to make a new low, taps in, fall back, tap in again to make a new low, tap in, it falls back, tap in to make a new low. So that's all have been happening over here on the JPYX. So let's go down more, and I would love to show you something I see again. So whichever one we do, you are going to delete it. So these are a first confirmation. After this, you can see there's a pullback here right now. So for we to get our entry, since we are downtrending, how can we do so? This is on the downtrend. We are following this particular trend right now. We want to trade this particular trend. So when can we enter this trade? When can we jump in since we are downtrending? So that's what we will be checking right now. So I would love to show you a head and shoulder formed also. I don't know if I've made a video of this head and shoulder here, but I should. So if I should start from here, I see the left shoulder here, the head here, the right shoulder, then this is what I can see. So in trading the head and shoulder pattern, if you should miss this right shoulder, if you are not that confident in this right shoulder, all you wait for is a retest. All you should wait for is a retest. So since we missed the right shoulder and all of that, so what we are going to do now, we are going to wait for retest. Where are we going to wait for the retest? On the neckline. Where is the neckline? The neckline is around here. So this is the neckline. It's all over here. This is the neckline. So we'll be expecting a sell of this zone, a sell of this particular zone. You can see a sell of this zone. We'll be expecting a sell. So you can see that, you might see that this tapping, and you can see a sell. And if we should get a sell again, so you can see here there's a sell. So if I should get a sell again, I'm still going to sell, right? So this is the neckline which we are waiting for the sell. So before then, let's get more confirmation about the sell. But we know that this is the head and the shoulder pattern, and on the neckline, cells are, we can have more cells on the neckline, right? So if we agree to that, let's delete most of this stuff here right now. So we have the neckline, we have our neckline marked out. So let's make the color of the neckline not that visible. Let's make it very, let's fade it out. Okay, and the black also, let's fade it. But we have our neckline there, if you can see. So we have our neckline there. So once you see the price move back to tap in that neckline, we are going towards to buy. So before that, we have a sell from this zone. That's the confirmation I'm having to buy to that zone. So we have is the confirmation to buy here. And this is what the confirmation is: our fib retracement zone. 50, let me use the 50 to the 38 now. So using the 50 to the 38 is a fib zone. that gives us confirmation to buy whenever the price taps in there. So I will increase the light for that. I'll increase the color, the background color for that. Let me increase the background color for that. So you can see there we have a retest on that zone. We have, and we can see a push up to the upside. So this is the daily time frame. I'm just analyzing all this on the daily time frame now. Don't worry, I'm going to the 4-hour time frame and we'll get a better view of what I'm saying here. So but I want you to get a broad view of everything. So this is the neckline on the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame, don't forget. So whatever we are doing here, the candles are moving for daily. So if you see a resistance point, is a strong resistance point. If you see a support point, is a strong support point. So this neck, head and shoulder is a strong one, and you can see the price respecting to the move. So this is the neckline, and which we are waiting for the market to tap in now. So we are getting a re-entry here. These are re-entry right now. So let's go to the 4-hour. You have the full idea of what I'm saying right now from the daily time frame. So let's go to the 4-hour. On the daily time frame, we have this as our buy zone. So of which the price taps in here. You can see there's a push to the upside. So this is the last low here. Here is the last low, right? Here is the last here is the last break of structure. So here is the last break of structure, and here is the last high that led to the break of to the last low before the break of structure, before the change of character. So you can call here market structure shift or the change of character, anyone who wants to call it. So here is it, and we can see a push to the upside. So we have right now a break of structure. So this is the 4-hour. We're on the 4-hour time frame right now. So BOS is a break of structure, and after the break of structure, you can see the price pulling back right now to tap in this zone. So if we should get a lower time frame confirmation, we might still have a buy from here. Yes, and get a buy from here, because on the 4-hour time frame, this is an uptrend. If you can see, we are still uptrending on the 4-hour time frame. So if this uptrend can take us here, if it can push us here to make a new, a new high here, the price from here to break this new high to make a new high, and we can, tap in anywhere around this zone, then we can, sell to the downside. So this is what I'm actively waiting on. This is what I'm actively waiting on. We can get a sell, a buy again, then before they push to the downside. And if we don't get that, if we should get a break of this zone, a breakdown of this zone, is a nice entry for sell. Why? We should get the sell. This is so anyway, we are still going on. We are not going to be, rigid to our buyers. We're not going to be rigid to our buyers. So if it breaks this zone down below here, down below, candle close down below this last low, all we just have to do is, look for a retest now, then we'll still sell. And if it doesn't, we are still following our plan. We're going according to the trend of the 4-hour time frame right now. So you now go on your GJ, go on your UJ and any other pairs which is paired with the Japanese yen, and check out for what you want to see before you buy. So then before you sell, because they are all selling, they will all be selling. Right now the USD, that's the DXY, is strong. That's why we can see this pulling down. So we are going to wait a bit for it to pull down to any zone. The DXY is strong now, and the DXY also will be expecting some sell. Yes, we'll be expecting some sales soon, but right now it's strong. The DXY is bullish. That's why you can see what I'm saying. The DXY is bullish, so I have the DXY also marked out here. I just want the price to tap in here, then we'll see a sell off that zone, or taps in here, we'll see a sell off. So this is the first zone I'm targeting. You can see there's a space here. Once this space is covered, then we can see a sell off from that zone. So maybe it will give us some week to touch this zone, but this is my main zone. This particular one is my main zone. This one is my main zone. So that's why you can see the JPYX bearish, because this one is bullish right now. So after it's done its own thing to this zone, then we are going to buy. Immediately we are going to buy this. So once we are buying this, all other currency pairs, which is maybe the GJ will be selling, so the GJ will be selling. And also I have the GJ zone, sell zone, marked out from here. I have it marked out here. So I have it marked out from this zone, the cells. I have the cell marked out here, this one. So I have all of it marked out, and you can just follow that simple one I showed to you. Then you can get along with all of this I have here. Just follow this simple one. That's why I'm not trying to complicate it. Just follow this one and you are fine, because we are having series of rejection here and we are still uptrending on the 4 hour. So this 4 hour is not a change of character yet, unless it breaks this zone. Less the price breaks this zone, then we know that okay, we are no longer uptrending. Now guys, we have to sell. But right now it's still uptrending because it's still above this line, this zone. It's still above this low. This is our last low. The price is still above this last low, so we don't have any issues of selling now. We just want to buy because it's uptrending around this zone. So once it breaks this line, then we look for our sell. Then if you're selling here, you'll be buying on other currencies which are paired with it. So I guess I hope you'll find this video helpful to you, and for the rest of the week you can just mark out your points and follow up this analysis which I've made here. So I'll see you in my next video, and take care for now.